Okay, I'm here with Dave Dillon, who's Senior Managing Scientist for Biocides at Exponent International. I was going to first of all ask you, Dave, so what the main take-home messages were from the Chemical Watch Biocides Symposium in Ljubljana.
Okay, I thought the symposium was a very well balanced program of both content and speakers. I think the main take home for me is that the biocide product regulation is still very much a work in progress, that the Commission, member states, and industry are making great strides in its implementation and operation, but there are still some areas that quite naturally are areas of contention, hot topics, and issues that still need some work. I think for me, as I say, it was a very well balanced program. There are many highlights and issues to bring forth from that, but I would say the top three for me were the presentation on biocidal product families. This is a concept which the Commission has introduced to introduce simplification. It's very much a work in progress. We learned about how the guidance is progressing and the challenges that we need to implement it. Then we heard a bit more about treated articles, which I think the take-home message here was this is very much a global issue, not just restricted to EU. And again, whilst great strides have been made, again, there is still work to be done in implementing this and actually policing this new initiative. And I think that the final take-home message for me was how much of a challenge this remains to SMEs, the small players in the industry, and learning of all the incentives and efforts that the Commission are putting in place, but still that this poses a challenge for the SME companies as a whole.
Okay, Dave, that's great. And looking forwards to Biocides Asia, the Chemical Watch Biocides Asia conference. What are you looking forward to most for that?
Um, for this particular conference, I'd say that this is a wonderful opportunity for different geographies to exchange information, ideas, and learn about how they approach the regulation of this very diverse set of products. Certainly in Asia, they have been looking to recast and reframe their authorization schemes and have looked towards the EU and the US for some sources of inspiration, perhaps good and perhaps bad, to see what we do with our robust and mature and fairly navigable schemes. So I kind of think this conference is the first steps of a journey towards harmonization or maybe convergence on how we approach the regulation of biocides. That to me remains the most exciting opportunity, I think, for this fairly new conference.